As a man who has schizophrenia, I often experience delusions and auditory hallucinations, commonly referred to as voices in my head. These voices, I've always been told by mental health professionals and psychiatrists that what I'm experiencing is real, that I'm actually hearing these voices, but they don't hear them, they don't have an awareness of them, so to them they're auditory hallucinations that are voices that are not actually being said by any human powers. To make the demand of a person who has schizophrenia, who hears voices, to face the fact that they're not real, that is unreasonable, because to we people who have schizophrenia and have these symptoms, they are real to us, and to us they are blatantly real and are there. The best that I can actually do about this is to just tell myself that what I'm hearing isn't actually being said by other people. But that's all I can do, is just tell myself that. But when I've heard the voices, I've heard them, and these events have taken place in my mind. So for me, being told to face the fact that these symptoms are not real, that's something that is impossible for me to do. Everybody I've known, all of my peers who have auditory hallucinations, don't believe that they're experiencing hallucinations. We've all believed that the voices are actually said by human powers. I've been asked a question, what makes me so important that people would be saying these things about me, and it's not an issue of importance. It's my mental illness is hereditary. I was born with it, and it was triggered by post-traumatic stress from situations that I was in on the streets of California. And, for me, the voices seem to come from radio, television stations, people in public places, and to me they're real, and like I said, the best that I can do is just to tell myself that they're not actually being said. They are symptoms of an illness that is incurable, progressive, and fatal. And the only way that I can function normally in the community is by treatment, psychotherapy, and working on vocational goals, doing one-to-ones with professionals, being in groups, being in meetings, being involved, having a job, and then doing these sort of things to help myself. But if I'm isolating and spending too much time alone, especially like the television or the radio or the stereo, I could have some serious problems. The two most important suggestions that have been offered by the people in the psychiatric system is that I stay on my medications and not use any non-prescribed drugs or alcohol, anything mind-altering. Very important that I don't do it. And two questions that I think that every schizophrenic who has these type of symptoms should ask is, what is acceptable to the people in my life and what is unacceptable to the people in my life, and what do I need to do in order to be accepted and not be alienated, ostracized, or eliminated, but how to be included and how to have the need to belong being met. The medications now, they're a lot more effective. They have fewer side effects than the older ones, and I've actually been able to accomplish some pretty cool things. Just sticking with my spiritual program of recovery, working with professionals, working with peers, working the 12-step program, 12 steps with a sponsor, and having a job. And then that's what I'm doing that's legitimate. And as far as the business is concerned, when I don't have a contract to sign, a check to cash or deposit, any legal counsel, or a second party to confirm that there's anything there, there's nothing in the business there for me. My legitimate plan is my treatment plan that I'm working on with my case manager, and my therapy and treatment, and having the job and doing the best I can with what I have in reality, and that's where it's at for me.